Are you over 40 and ready to share your faith through content creation? Now is the time. I hit 5 million views last year using my video content script template, and I want to give it to you for free. It's valued at $2,000 because of its potential, but this season is about purpose, not profit. I believe in giving value, so this game-changing tool is yours at no cost. Click the link in the description or scan the QR code to get started. Let's take your content to the next level. Let's go. This wisdom, while I got you here, I want to talk about church as a whole, and I want to talk about the importance of this, which is the importance of a house church. I know that there was one article that I read that calls the home church the tip of the spear because of its importance and its significance. And because churches now have morphed into this company, this large mega thing where, and I'm just going to be personally honest with you, I just don't want to go to a church where if I die, if I fall dead, drop dead, I don't want nobody having to check my wallet to know who I am. I'm just saying, I want folk to know me. Somebody know me, you know. I was reading an article that talked about how home churches are becoming more important because people don't want to deal with the politics and all of the celebrity of larger churches. And I know that Pastor John T. at the Righteous Reformation talked about his church and debt free and a lot of wonderful things there that a lot of mega churches can't say. And I know that you're someone as well who speaks and has experience in this regard. How important are home churches right now in society with all of what's going on?
I believe that the home church is integral to the survival of the body of Christ in this time. It was said at the Reformation by Pastor John T. I said it also, remnant. Remnant churches. I have called Raymond Word Deliverance Ministries a remnant church for the past about 17 of the 25 years it's been in existence. And the reason is that people come and people go. What I tell other pastors is this: there are people who come for seasons and people who come for reasons. You got to know the difference.
Right.
People want
seasons and reasons. I'm sorry, that was good, Dr. But seasons and reasons. Go ahead.
So those who come for seasons, you know them right away because they're probably looking for the mega church experience. And when they don't find it where you are, they're quick to leave. The people that come for reasons came looking for Jesus and they found Jesus where you are. We do home church here. I've done home church for a long, long time. I started this ministry in a room in a barracks in Washington, D.C., in Virginia, rather, in Alexandria, Virginia. Okay. When I discharged from the Army and retired, it moved to a 1-bedroom apartment. So I did Bible study in a 1-bedroom apartment with about 10 people crammed into a 1-bedroom apartment. When I got blessed to get a house, it moved to a 3-bedroom house, and I did it on the second floor of a 3-bedroom house, and we called it the Upper Room Experience.
All right. Come on,
we went in there, and it was an upper room experience because if you didn't have the Holy Ghost, you were leaving with it.
All right, come on.
That's how we did church. That's how we taught Bible. Then I got a call to do a brick and mortar church, to pastor a brick and mortar church. I pastored this brick and mortar church for 4.5 years, and then that ran into problems because of information that wasn't divulged to me when I took over that church. I went back to a home church. I've been doing home church since. So I've been doing back in home church since about 2009. That happened, and I'm grateful for it because home church is easier. Just like with John T., we're debt-free. The house is paid for. So I don't have to collect tithe and offering worrying about trying to pay for the building. We don't have a building fund. Me and my wife are the building fund.
There you go.
Repairs, like I told you, the refrigerator. If repairs need to be done, they come out of our pocket. The refrigerator didn't come out of church money; it came out of our pocket.
Right.
Car repairs. My wife just had her car repaired. It came out of her pocket. It didn't come out of church money. So we don't get enough money in here anyway to fix those things. Gas and electric. Me and my wife pay that. We don't get enough money. We don't ask. We're not this. We're not doing this. I need 100 people to give $20, and those up here on the rostrum, you have to give $100. We're not doing that. I
Mm-hmm.
don't do that. We take one offering, not 12. It's easy. Tax guidelines are easier to follow because we don't have all of the extra overhead or the expenses. There are no salaries to pay, that kind of thing. So, and I'm able to be hands-on. That's the other thing I talked to Pastor John.
Yes.
I'm a hands-on leader. I like to know the people who I shepherd at a personal level. They can touch me. They don't have to go to 12 assistants to get to me. I can touch them. I can put hands on them. I can pray for them directly.
Right.
I know who's in the hospital and who's not. I know whose family member died and who didn't. And I know it right away. It's instant contact. It's instant access to information.
Right.
We're always there for each other. And I do this. This is the last thing on it. I do this. We don't have members.
Okay.
I just messed up somebody's theology when saying that. We don't have members.
Uh-huh.
We have disciples who are family.
Okay.
So when I address the church, I'm always saying, hello, family.
Dr. Gilbert, let me ask you, how important is it? Because you said this right here, and this is going to be the last thing I'm going to ask you. How important is it as a home church pastor to be hands-on?
It's very important because people want to know their pastor. That's why a lot of people are coming to the home church now. Mm-hmm. They don't want to be just a number in a pew.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what happens with big churches: is you're just a number on the roll in a pew. The pastor can't know 10,000 names.
Right.
They can't hold 10,000 names in your head. I think the most impressive I've seen is a man I used to work with that could hold 300 names in his head, which was crazy impressive to me because I'm good if I can hold 20 in my head.
Come on.
But even if I have a number of people where I can't remember everybody's name, I know everybody's face.
There you go.
So like, you forgive me, my memory's getting to a place where that's not what it used to be. I know your face, but I can't remember your name. But I know your face. Right. I know you walk. I know you talk because I've seen you so many times. Now, after your name runs through my head about 20 or 30 times, then I'll start remembering your name. But that's just how it is with me. I'm not good with names. But it's very important because they all know who I am. Right. It's not like I said, if they want to have a conversation with me, because this is what I hate about, and I've been in that, where a mega church. I need to have a conversation with pastor. Well, I'll put you with pastor's assistant. And then you get pastor's assistant, and then you get the assistant's assistant, and then and going down the line. And you never get a direct conversation with the pastor. It's always somebody below the pastor that's supposedly speaking on behalf of the pastor. Yeah. I got one assistant. She is my wife.
Come on. You talking about me and Jess now.
Okay. Well, if a woman in the congregation, this is protocol here. I'm giving somebody home church protocol here.
Come on.
If a woman wants to have a conversation with me, especially if she is a single woman, she has to have the conversation with my wife first.
Come on.
To get permission from my wife to speak to me. Right. A whole lot of drama right there.
Yeah.
My wife is going to be present when we have the conversation. Stops a whole lot of drama right there. So, and if necessary, I'm going to have a second female that's trustworthy in that conversation. Those things are going to happen. So we keep everything on the up and up, but the home church is so important to because another thing the church isn't doing, at least that I hear complaints about, is dealing with the community that it's in. The home church is part of the community, so I'm forced to deal with the community I'm in. I know my city leaders, and they know me. They don't necessarily like me, but they know me. I know people. I know my neighbors. The neighbors know me. It's that way. We see each other every day. It's not like I pastor a mega church somewhere out in mega suburbia and I live in the hood. No, I live in the hood and I pastor in the hood.
Mm-hmm. Dr. Yarbrough, listen, I can't say it enough. Every time you get on here, you just be doing it. I'm just going to listen. Dr. Phil Yarbrough, let me say this personally. I thank you for just being a big brother, if you would. Every time I call on you, you're there and you come through for me. And a lot of these conversations, I know that many times we do these videos, but some of these topics need to be a conversation as opposed to a lecture, if you would. And so I appreciate you for all the conversation and stuff, things that you've given. And so you all, I know everybody, lovingly calls you Dr. Y. I see that all in the comments. Y'all call him Dr. Y. And I'm seeing you on other people's videos and different things like that. And I know you got invitations. You're not short on invitations. And I'm grateful for that. Because, as long as you keep coming over here, don't stop coming to see your little brother. I appreciate you. But you all, this has been Dr. Phil Yarbrough. Once again, Dr. Yarbrough, thank you. And once again, those of you that are not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. I appreciate you for watching the video, being here with us. And once again, y'all know our whole thing. Let's get in the comments and let's talk about this whole situation and everything we've discussed today. Let's talk about it right now. Let's go.
Social fire, we don't play. Rock leech bringing heat all day. Truth cut deep like a sword when he speak. Bold with the word every time he preach. Say it again. Social fire, we don't play. Rock leech bringing heat all day. Faith on fire, no mask, no leash. Fire in his voice, yeah, right.
He the voice for the ones that the church forgot. He brings truth to the light, whether liked or not. Ain't chasing clout, he chasing souls. Dropping bars from the book, breaking man-made rules.
Social fire, we don't play.